Hey you guys, it's Main. So I haven't uploaded any videos recently because I've sort of been fixing my room around a little bit. I still do have some issues with echo, so I currently am doing a patchwork sort of fix, and I have a blanket over my head. So I'm kind of unhappy with the video quality and recordings that I've had over the past few weeks. So I haven't uploaded a video primarily because of that. However, I do have some content and things that I do want to sort of put together in a video and upload, but the quality of the audio is just really, really bad, and I'm unhappy with the recordings. So I've been stuck and stranded without any good content or videos for the past 3 weeks since I last uploaded with that Noida video. So I sort of want to do something patchwork in the meantime and sort of describe what I've been doing in the past 3 weeks. So I've been playing Path of Exile ever since the new league launched, Siege of the Atlas, with Arch-Nemesis and everything like that. I'm quite happy with the game. I really love Path of Exile. It's my favorite game of all time. I know the past few weeks that a few games have come out, such as Lost Ark, such as Elden Ring, but those types of games don't really interest me. Lost Ark, I know it's kind of similar to Path of Exile in that it's an ARPG type game, but I feel like there's more depth in Path of Exile than there would be in Lost Ark. I've heard a lot of people have some issues trying to continue the game into the end game because it's very, very grindy. And I don't want to get into another game that's very, very grindy when I already know sort of how Path of Exile system works. Path of Exile is like the worst in terms of grind. I have to say, it's absolutely horrible, but I've also spent like 2,400 hours, so I'm more comfortable with this game. I don't want to have to learn a new system, so I'm just not going to end up playing Lost Ark whatsoever. Similarly, with Elden Ring, I think it's more Dark Souls-like, and I didn't like Dark Souls whatsoever, 1, 2, or 3. My friends tried to get me to play it. I didn't like it, so I just didn't play it, and I don't want to play Elden Ring. Not very interested in that style of game. So here I am, Path of Exile. That's what I've been doing for the past 3 weeks. I've honestly, I've been playing so many different things in this game. Like if I go to my character screen, I have 4 different characters, all of them 90 plus, because I am so bored. I can't find a build what to do. I think this Ascendant right here, I was going to play an Aura Stacker with my friend, but then we didn't find a map or anything we agreed on, so I just scrapped that idea and I ended up playing Armor Stacker. That didn't go too well, so I sucked like 30x into that build. That didn't work. Yeah, that was fun. Then I ended up playing Ascendant, Winter Orb, Omniscience, the Annihilating Light, wherever that new staff thing is. I liked it for a little bit, didn't get enough AoE because it didn't have enough clusters to really carry me since I have the much exalts to put in the character. So I scrapped that. All that character's dead now. Then I played a Magic Find Raider, or Magic Find Deadeye. That carried me to T8 Vault maps, which ended up farming like a few exalts from the Hoarder card. That was a horrible experience, so then I scrapped that and I ended up doing a Tornado Shot Deadeye, or Tornado Shot, yeah, Deadeye. And Omniscience Stacker and everything. I had like pretty good gear. I had like 850 LE DPS with a double damage bow. I think my Lethal Pride is like 15% DD. It was pretty good. But then I got bored and I couldn't really deal the maps that I wanted to, so I scrapped that character and then ended up making a Corrupting Fever Gladiator. So, that's pretty fun. Don't even get me on League Start. League Start was a whole different scenario, and that was fuckity. So here I am playing Corrupting Fever. I'm actually pretty happy with it. I played it last league in Scourge, and it was pretty friggity fracking good. So, yeah, I stuck with it this league. Well, I did it this league. Crafted my own bow. It's pretty good. Having a lot of fun with it. So, that's where I'm at. So it took me quite a while. It took me the full 3 weeks to really narrow down Atlas strategy, and listening to all the content creators, I literally swapped my Atlas tree like 20, 30 different times trying to figure out what I can do. And after watching Grimrow's videos, I took inspiration from him doing Legion and Bestiary, and that was pretty good. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm kind of doing a variation on Grimrow where I do his Bestiary type strategy, where I am putting Bestiary Scarabs and doing these nodes on the Atlas tree where, see an extra beast, another yellow beast, and so on. So I'm basically just farming Bestiary and getting a bunch of the different beasts from the menagerie. Specifically, the ones that sell a lot are most notably, you have, where are they? It's the one where it adds a mod to rare map. Yeah, this one, Krasik Savage Crab and the Sakowine Cobra. So I have Savage Crab, I have quite a lot of these. On TFT, these sell with the with Saccoine Cobras in bulk. So each of these are 20C each. That's 120 chaos right there that I get in like, I don't know how many maps I ran, but I ran like 10 maps or so. I also have the Sextants. So I'm running Harbinger, the copy of Beast, and additional Legion encounter. So obviously I'm running Legion with this, I'm running Bestiary with this, and I'm running Harbinger with this, and I'm putting Harbinger on the map. Now, honestly, even though I'm doing Legion and I'm also doing Bestiary, Harbinger is really carrying the amount of currency that I'm making because I get so many X shards to drop. Because I'm running City Square, I need to refresh my map pool here, but I have been running City Square quite a bit. I ran like 10 maps earlier and I got 17 back, so I'm sustaining really well on these maps. And I'm running City Square, which means that there are 3 bosses in the middle. Each of those bosses are considered to be, they're a map boss. They will drop additional currency shards. So each one of those 3 bosses are going to drop currency shards. It's also accompanied by Harbinger, which drops additional currency shards. And I have 2 from the Scarab. I think there's 2 from the map device. Yeah, 2 additional, so there's 4 plus the 5 I get from Ominous Arrivals. So there's 5 Harbingers, 6 Harbingers because the additional from the Sextant. 3 map bosses, so effectively I'm running the map with 8 Harbingers for 1 Sextant, 1 Scarab, and 4C on the map device. That's pretty insane. Every single one of those are dropping Ancient Shards. So I'm getting almost a full Ancient, I think about a full Ancient Orb every single map. So that's like 12, 13C right there. That's pretty good. I haven't dropped these Mirror Shards. I just kind of converted my exalts into them. It's because I wanted to grow currency over time, which, has done pretty well. Went from like 11C early league to 18 now. 11X, sorry. And with the Harbingers, I've been getting a fuck ton of exalts. Like, I'm getting so many exalts. Just adding up from the X shards and a bunch of Ancient Orbs adding up, which people buy in bulk, like 1X for 9 or 1X for 8. So if I had like 42 and someone whispered me asking for 4X worth of them, so I sold them all to him. So people are crazy. They're really trying to Ancient Orb like Mage Blood or Headhunter, and I don't want to waste currency doing that, so I haven't. So I sell them to them, and people buy them. So people will buy those in bulk pretty easily. I'll sell the Ancient Orbs, you get the X shards, you get so many X. And then you get the Mariketh emblems and Templar emblems. You can sell these in bulk on TFT. I'm not sure how much a full set goes for since I don't have big bulk of them, but I think they go for like 1X a set. If you don't want to do that, I mean, individually, these sell for 65C or 60, 65C each of the Mariketh emblems. So you can get, I have like 195C worth of emblems here. Some, I don't know how much these are going for, like 17. I don't even know I have this listed. There's so much chaos here from running and doing Legion, and then not to mention Bestiary is just an added bonus. All these different things coming together. I mean, you can sell these the yellow beast in bulk on TFT. Like 1 full inventory is worth 1X or 100C. I have full inventory here, so this is 1X waiting to be sold. There's so much currency you can make just running a map in 1 hour doing Bestiary, Legion, and Harbinger on City Square that it's absolutely insane. One thing I do want to note though is that Legion in City Square is not very ideal because the layout doesn't really have... It has a chance to generate so that one of the armies in Legion is restricted by the map, meaning you only have like 10 mobs and the boss to run in City Square. So what that means is that there's not that many war hordes or regular chests that spawn, which means it limits the amount of splinters that drop from the map. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and take a City Square map. I usually chisel these in bulk and Alc and go. I'm just looking for Reflect. I don't really like Reflect. It kind of dips my pool. I don't do that much physical damage with the Corrupting Fever as the main damage carrier. I also don't run Fizz damage reduction since I don't do like 4 mil DPS. I only do like 2, so this is more of a mapping character. And I don't do regen since it's just nasty. It doesn't really affect my build, but it's just personal preference. Yeah, I mean, it's just marginal currency that I'm losing there, so I don't really care. So again, it's 4C right here. Bestiary, I don't even know how much the polished version is. It's like even half a chaos. This, I think, is like 3 or 4C. Yeah, so basically, it's just another map mod here. Legion Gilded, I think, is going for, yeah, it's about like 7C in bulk. Cardo, I sustain these from running Eater of Worlds. So yeah, again on the map device, on the Atlas passive tree, I do Bestiary, pretty much pick up all the major nodes. I get Hunt for the Kracian because it has most of the monsters from the deep. The Krasic Savage Crab, pretty important. And I get the Eater of World nodes because it adds a bunch of pack size and bonuses to the map. So again, Harbinger, all these Sextants, and the Scarabs. Let's go. Sort of go through an example of the map and how it runs. So obviously we're running Legion, everything. So basically what I like to do, because of the Eater of Worlds, I want to go for the boss sort of as quickly as possible, since the nodes on the Eater of Worlds is not very good for them. So again, go to the middle, you see the Harbinger spawning. I'll sort of showcase killing one of the bosses. See, like, each of them drop the shards. That's really good. Oh, screw invitation, City Square. Yeah, the boss will drop also. Once you complete the invitation set, this will drop, and this usually earlier in the league, this is like 30C, now it's 60, so that's just some extra currency you get per map. City Square, I mean, well, you get the Elder maps and stuff. I honestly thinking about speccing into the nodes for the bosses, but I also don't. I don't know how many points I have left. Actually, they added a new thing recently, so Forgotten I'm missing. But anyways, I'm kind of maxed out on the points that I have, so I don't really want to bother respecking my tree again to min-max sort of everything. Like, everything here is pretty good. So anyways, back to the map. Sorry to get carried away. Bosses are killed. All I care about. I'm also still doing Arc Nemesis. I'm picking up the recipes for, let's say, his Mirror Image, Treant Horde, Rejuvenating, and Assassin. So in my head, at this point in the league, I just kind of pick those up when I can. I organize my inventory as such. So eventually when I have enough of those recipes, I'll run them. I mean, you get like an X here and there. It's not crazy or anything, but it's still pretty good. So if you want maps, Scarabs, really good. Berserker's useless recipe, don't care. I do have Opulent here and there, but I don't really run those. I just kind of keep them for the memes. I think if you do want to min-max your currency, I do believe that Opulent, you can sell it because it's part of a challenge on TFT. There's an X Shard, Frenzied, and that's a meme. People want those. X Shard. I'm going to keep the Ancient Shards here just so you can see how many drop from this map, because it's, honestly, with how many Harbingers there are, it's crazy how many shards drop. And it's honestly about an Ancient Orb map. It's not a lie. There's Harbinger. Some Chaos Shards. Red Beast. Here's a Legion. So you see this Legion's kind of pressed up against the wall. If this was on a corner, it would screw you out of more monsters in the Legion, which does suck. Yeah, I do have the two nodes that increase the chance of you getting Templar and the chance for you to get Mariketh, but you know, it's only like 40 and I think like 60% or 60-40 respectively. So it's not that great, but it is a bonus, and you're more likely to find them. So may as well get them. Sort of min-maxing it out. So ideally, you want to loot this afterwards because you don't want to get caught in like a firestorm and die, like I do often. So occasionally the emblems will drop as full, or the splinters will drop as full emblems, because I have the emblematic in the smaller nodes up top on the tree. And it's just a nice bonus. I mean, the smaller emblems don't sell for that much. They sell for like 4C because there's so many in the market. Like, I do get a lot of Karui, so it's not really that impressive, you know. Storm Reaper's nothing, don't care. Move on. And like, sort of while I have the recipes and the maps, I'll do them just to stockpile on some of the things. Like I have a Vampiric here. I need Assassin, I think. Oh, it's more Ancient Shards. Fossils from the guys. Yeek, additional Scarab, cool. If there's really nothing good, I just don't take it. I mean, I'll pick up like I think I'll occasionally pick up like the unique items from the Eldritch monsters. Let's see, Gargantuan, or do I want? I don't have Deadeye. Oh, I have an Assassin, and I have Treant Horde, Mirror Image. Confused. I guess I'll do Gargantuan since I don't have Deadeye, apparently. Deadeye is how you get Assassins, so. There's Rejuvenating. So Rejuvenating is good. It rerolls one additional time. Yep. Spites. So usually with the Essences, I do occasionally throw the Remnants of Corruption just to, you know, potentially get more Essences just so I can sell them in bulk, and they're pretty good. So. Your red beasts, and because I have the sextant, all the red beasts and the yellow beasts will duplicate, so it speeds up your currency gain quite a bit. I mean, I think it's like 24C for the sextant, so it definitely pays back in a few maps. Yeah, this is an example of a legion layout that kind of fucks you over. You see how it spawns in this corner, and both the legions, both the armies are very tight knit with each other, and it's not good. Not good. Where's the last enemy here? Oh. I have no idea. I don't know. I think it's spawned behind box. Yeah, it's that generation city score is not that ideal. It's just kind of why I'm thinking of dropping it and doing the mapping nodes for the bosses, like getting Conqueror maps or whatever. Since because it's limiting the generation, you see there's only one Warhorde that spawned here. That's really not that good. And I'm really not sure if it just didn't spawn or what. Because I know City Square has an issue with ambush, for example. So I wonder if the generation was just kind of fucked because of that. But I do kind of want to drop Legion in this case and just run strong boxes and other stuff because that's so free. And sort of going with that. But, you know, with that map, I did drop 18 Ancient Shards. That's almost one full Ancient Shard. That's 13C right there. I get a bunch of Scarabs. With the Eldritch Monster nodes, you get... Obviously, the invitation, that was pretty lucky. I mean, the maps you'll occasionally get here and there. You do get the Eldritch currency here and there. You get a few Chaos. So you get a bunch of Bubblegum currency, which if you do over the 4 maps in each of the Sextants, it does add up quite a lot. And like I said, oh, probably something hair shard. You'll occasionally get some really good stuff like here and there. Like you'll get maybe a full X to drop from the Harbinger with that one node. You'll get maybe a Mirror Shard if you're lucky. But yeah, it's honestly pretty good farming strat. So I highly recommend farming Harbinger because Harbinger is so cheap in the Scarab that you have. It's so worth it, and you'll end up making so much money. I currently, minus that Mirror Shard that sold, I'm still at 55x from doing this for the past day or two, and I've only been playing for maybe 4 or 5 hours a day. So it's really, really good strategy, and I highly recommend you guys do it because those Scarabs and the Sextants are really cheap, and you make so much money out of this. So highly recommend. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys.